time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Bengals 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He'll run here with Connor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull?
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cam Akers with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers.
Number 20.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. And will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cam Akers.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick rolling to his right. He's go. It got his man.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room just a look.
10, 5.
The greatest show on
all
earth.
the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I see
Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. and this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On third down, it's Conner. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Akers. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Chargers.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 31. Chargers.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find them.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick now to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Kaepernick will try again on second down.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And able to complete it to Moreau. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. To throw is Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Kaepernick to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Kaepernick's going to keep it.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Well, the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding this.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
The game is tied at 38 all.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Boswell's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
At the 48-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Chargers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week.